I don't know about your guys. I need to save some money here. I think that should be enough. It might not be enough. We've got souls if we need them. Anybody else think that that's kind of weird? There's a lot of choices in Dark Souls 3 that I'm kind of confused about, and as much as I want to tell you to get hype, and you should, because it's going to be a marvellous game. I've already played it. I am sold already. You also have to have some reserve, because there's a lot of people making the game out to be something that it's not, and there's a lot of people that you might not realise are getting paid to say shit. For better or for worse, I am not being paid to say shit. I'm telling you what I feel. And it might be a biased opinion, but it's my opinion. Spin. This dude. Here he comes. Oh, wow, that is way faster than I remembered. Why can you not get up on this game? I've been spoiled. Them hard knockdowns, sir. Oh, that was bad. Gonna have to heal like a bitch. He didn't do the big one. Can we get your tail, please, and get the stun? Thank you. This reminds me of my no upgrade run. That was a fun one. Fighting this guy for 20 minutes. Can you please get off the screen? It's like, did you know you got a tail? Did you know you got a tail? He's a fucking tail. I know I got the tail, damn it. Can you please get off my screen? If you're wondering, I was doing a soul level 1 no upgrade run using base equipment. And I got to... Where did I get to? I think I got to Ornstein and Smo. Oh, I've got camera auto adjust. Why do I do this? I should really turn that off. It can come in handy though. Hello. Oh, you have to wait for him to recover, don't you? Poke. You can't break my shield. And I was going to share it on YouTube, but it was so boring, guys. I was like, who wants to watch this? Oh, I thought he was going to do the... He did do the running attack. I know that move well, because it's very similar to my... Don't you, Flask! We don't play that game here, son. That's going to be interesting, isn't it, on the release of Dark Souls 3, when everybody's doing the crazy... Everyone's chugging, everyone's doing anything they can to survive. The purest form of PvP. I'm really looking forward to it. Where nobody has these self-imposed rules and this bullshit impression of honor, and everybody can just get super crazy and just kill. I'm really looking forward to that. You see? So if we step over here, can we get him to fall? Come on, dude. You know you want to jump. There we go. Moron. I'm going to fall now, I've said that. But as I was saying, Dark Souls 3... Some strange things that have made it into that game that I don't quite understand. They've got both vigour and vitality, which I hate. Because one of the things that really bugged me about Dark Souls 2 was he's just going to keep choking him. Thanks. That's great. Oh, they do more damage than I thought they did. There it was. Of course you're going to try that, you moron. Come on. You're going to do the same? Yep. If you don't know, which you already do because everybody does, you can position your character in certain areas that will promote the computer to try to do specific actions that will kill them for you. All those positions I just took then are positions that work 90% of the time to get these dudes to kill themselves by rolling or jump attacking. It's very powerful. Very useful too. I've just realised, these gargoyles are weak to electricity, and I'm doing no damage with the lightning spear to them. Even though, at this point in the game, this is one of the strongest weapons you can get outside of knowing how to really get strong. Which, we could be way stronger than we are now, guys, but it's not about that. This run's about having fun and building an overpowered PvP build that we will never PvP with. Because PvP, unfortunately, on Xbox 360 is real dead. Or so everybody keeps telling me. There we go. And he took that. He poised through that plunge attack like a beast. But vitality and vigour. I wanted it to be like Dark Souls, where stamina affected equip load, but it didn't. So now I'm going to have to pump points into a stat I hate, which is really annoying. I love that Luck's back. Oh, that was great. He totally did me. Because Luck is one of those really interesting stats. I keep toggling too late. I've been playing too much Bloodborne. That was just a bad evade. No excuse. Swing. There we go. The timing is so different between the games. It sounds like excuses, and I don't mean to make excuses, guys. I'm not very good at this game anymore. But the timing between this and Bloodborne is so different on rolling. It really is. And I like that, because it means that there's a learning curve on both games that are different, although subtly similar. And that's what bugs me most when people are saying how much they're put off by the fact that they think Dark Souls 3 is like Bloodborne, and it really isn't. Like, in so many ways, it's not. The only similarities, I would say, that Bloodborne has with Dark Souls 3, aside from some reused assets, and the blood. Why did they make the blood like Bloodborne? It looks weird to me. I don't get that at all. I would have liked them to have done something different with the blood. But the only thing that's similar is the engine. That's it. The game does not feel or play like Bloodborne. And the people who say it does don't know what Bloodborne or Dark Souls is. And I can't get my brain around. Thanks. Why I let that happen, I couldn't honestly tell you. But I did, and now we live with the repercussions. Another thing it has in common with Bloodborne is this fucking dirty bastard again. Is the speed. And now he's going to shoot more lightning at me because that's what he does. There it was. That's why I always do that little zigzag, if you're wondering, because he's going to chuck it. It's just a case of when. And then we get to play with everybody's favourite fellas. He's going to chuck it as well here. Sometimes you can stand on this bit. I didn't get to it, though. Thanks a lot, dickhead. And I've got to do a shout out to Bick, good old Bick Benedict, because he had no real issue with the Anolondo archers, and that is very rare. Be very careful locking on here. Here we go. Thanks. Can we get you off the edge with this? Not quite. But we can do this. And he beat them how I just beat them then. By parrying them. Because Bick is an example of a new player who's trying to get better in every area of the game. He's not just the dude who wears full havels, who gets the best weapons that he sees everyone else doing, or just pumps his stats and farms souls. He's somebody trying to better himself as a player, rather than use a better character. And I have the utmost respect to anybody who wants to do that, because that's the way these games were intended to be experienced. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with doing those other things. I've just got to a point where it disappoints me when I see new players doing it, and that's 100% my bullshit. You don't have to have any involvement in my bullshit. In fact, I would recommend you don't. Because that's why they call it my bullshit. Let's do that. Keep pumping these. Oh, I forget we can almost complete the build. And I say almost because we're not quite there yet, but we're very close. Hello, friend! That's the slow one. Thanks. Can we do this? Yes, we can. And we need to too, because we're weak as piss. Get that fella's armor, which is cool. I'm trying to think of more Dark Souls 3 topics. Vitality, though. Bringing Vitality back. What were they fucking thinking? I do not like that stat. At all. I think it's a stupid stat. They brought a luck back. The cool thing about luck is it now affects poison and bleed chance. So poison and bleed builds might actually be legit rather than me being completely pointless and stupid. Which I think is a great idea. Couple of areas I'm concerned with. A lot of weapons share the same critical / weapon art. I think it's weapon art, isn't it? Weapon art or weapon skill, I'm not too sure on what they're calling it. That worries me a little bit. because I want it to be super diverse and I want knowledge to be the winning factor. If you know a weapon and you know how to counter a weapon, knowledge should always win. But there are a few that share a lot of different things. There's a lot of recycled movesets, which is great for nostalgia, but I would prefer it if it was lesser so. Right, so we can buy Green Titanite off this guy, but we need to first buy... did I talk to him? Damn it. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. I feel dirty just looking at it. So, we need to use some itemized souls. There's also an itemized soul in this area that's worth a ton, so we can use that as well. People get so crazy when you use these souls. You have no idea how much using boss souls for things that people deem not their intended purposes. They go nuts. It's kind of funny. Oh, we get to have a tiny head. No, we don't need the tiny head because he doesn't wear the tiny head. There we go. And then we can buy... Why did I come out of the menu? Couldn't tell you. Can buy this. How many do you need of these? I don't even know. I can only buy 4 because you robbing bastard. I can farm slugs instead of buying your extortionate prices. Don't think I won't, big man. I've killed you enough times for that fantastic hammer. Let's use more. This is going to give me 7 pesos. Look at this bullshit. What a waste of time that is. Oh, that's a bad one too. They've took out the ability to dupe as well, I think. Because I was trying to do it the other day and it wasn't working. They've got rid of all the fun glitches, man. That's why I love Demons so much. In Demon Souls, you never have to farm, because you can just dupe. And it takes a second. And the only people that complain about it are people who really need to rethink their life if they want to spend all of it farming. Right. Does this go to +5 or +10? I think we're fire, aren't we? We need to put it to +5, and then we need to go back to the blacksmith to go to chaos. And then it's +5 again. So we need a lot more. Which is unfortunate, but it's true. Oh, boys! We're close! We're so close! So close to being scumbag of the century. How fat are we? We're pretty fat. Oh, and I just chugged. Awesome. Fat fingers, tiny pad. We need to boost this endurance. But for the most... Ooh, we can go back and kill Havel. That will help. This is a first, by the way, guys. I never, ever have anything but a fast roll. So you're going to see me with a baller roll. And people, for some reason, like to see awful rolls. So I hope you appreciate that. How much does it cost to reinforce? Too much. We need to go and get them souls. So let's do some fighting in my new form. I just got an input drop then, and absolutely fucked for it. The good news is, we've got good damage. That was insane. Come on, boy. I'm a fat roller. That is not where the iframes are. Aha! Iframes! Or maybe not. Oh! What was that, son? What was that? You're too weak for my awesomeness. That is this amazingly bad roll. Don't poke me. Please don't poke me. We're practically brothers. We're not brothers. We're definitely not brothers. Fuck you. How does that feel, friend? How do people use this roll? I don't even understand where to start. Like that. Yes! Yes! Aha! This is how we fight. I want you, Marsh. I want you, Marsh. Go on, do me. He did me good. Don't do me anymore, please. That still hurt me, and it wasn't even touching me. Why is that in the fucking game? That shield bash right there is one of the worst moves in this game for just being completely dishonest the entire way. That I don't mind, because he's at least swinging behind him, so it makes a little bit of sense. But the shield bash, fuck you with that nonsense. And I'm getting no hits because I'm hitting him shield. There's a weird mechanic in this game where if you hit the shield, you get nada. Never liked it. It's really dumb. With that logic, if you hit a shield on someone's back, you shouldn't do any damage. But that's not... Oh, thank you. And the knockdown, sir. No, no, no! Fuck you! Yes! We will die together. No, we won't. We definitely won't. Oh, can we kill him with a fist? How about this? I get poise. Got poise for days, son. Ah! Got you! This is so different. I feel so strong right now. Right. Dark Souls 3. It's hilarious. I have a million things to say about Dark Souls 3, and then I start recording these runs and I forget all of them. Have you ever been in people's Twitch chats where there's everybody talking about stuff and they're having a massive debate and the foundation of what they're talking about is wrong? You ever noticed that? There were people talking about this being 60 frames per second on PlayStation 4. What is wrong with these people? It takes one Google search. You know, what have the developers said the frame rate for the game is? It's probably going to be 30 on PC until some smart bastard hacks it. Because FromSoft just for some reason don't, you know. The closest to 60 frames per second they've got is Scholar. And Scholar, you know, it ran well. I'm not going to shit on Scholar for that. I think performance-wise, it's one of the purdiest Dark Souls games that exists. Oh no! I've got to open the door. You cannot kill me. Never liked the leggings for this build because they don't fit your character right. Whoa! Iframes, friend. Gotta believe in them. Or not. Can I just mash you? Can we do a bit of mashing? No, I can't. I wonder if you can ghost it him. No, not with this weapon anyway. I won't imagine. Yeah, that hit me, didn't it, friend? Fuck you! Look how much he's jumping! I couldn't recover. Die! Oh! This is like the worst build in the world for me. I can't stand it. At the moment. These guys give you some serious souls. I've always been a fan of that. They're also a good area to farm chunks if you're doing any farming on this game. Once again, the last time I farmed on this game was a very long time ago. But I paid my dues. I know the horrors of farming the ears to power up Dark Moon Blade if you don't want a PvP to do it. Farming the Dark Wraiths, farming these idiots. Because I spent too long doing that. Right. We're definitely recording. Hopefully it doesn't fail this time. I can't believe I lost that episode. But the point of these, thanks, if you're wondering, is that they're not necessarily intended to be playthroughs, even though they're scripted that way. They're intended to be runs of the game that satiate people and immerse them in the souls up to Dark Souls 3. When Dark Souls 3 comes out, if these runs aren't complete, it doesn't mean that they're going to have any kind of priority, guys, or that indeed they will be finished. I'm hoping we'll get to the end by the time, because I have, you know, started early enough that it should be possible. But I make no promises in that area. And I'm normally someone who finishes every project I start. This was started under a different pretense. You'll notice the Road to Bloodborne I did is unfinished as well, because it was never really intended to be a full run. We did almost everything in the game at that point. Right. So we're going to do a little farming run here, guys, but it's only going to be to pick up a consumable and kill some Silver Knights. I don't know why I've had this on for the entire game. I don't know. I just did. How much does it do? It does enough to one-shot. That's good news. So, Silver Knights. Everybody's buddies. Gotta love them. Is it this one? No, it's the other side. And there's a Silver Knight with a lance or a spear who's protecting it. This guy. With his that did not make a sound. There was an audio bug just then. And this is the soul we came for. So, back when you used to be able to dupe souls, this was the soul you would want. Or the soul of a great hero, which is the better version of that. But that's still a pretty good one for what we've come for. Is this the Mimic? Yeah, I believe it is. Have we got any... Oh, that might be something you don't know. I made a quick tip video about this a very long time ago. I don't know if you watched it. You might have, you might not have. But it's still cool to see if you don't know. Lloyd's Talisman also have another really interesting effect, and it involves mimics. I need to be careful here because I don't want to set this off by accident, so... You see that? Pacifies our buddy the Mimic so we can take what's inside of him. A little bit too sexual for my tastes, but you know, you get it. You understand it. Everybody knows that though, so... And you do now, if you didn't, which is awesome, because it's all about spreading that knowledge. And I'm hoping to spread a ton of Dark Souls 3 knowledge, because I'm really excited for that game. And I've already bought it. I bought the Japanese version for 7,498 yen, and I'm going to be playing it on March the 24th. I think. Is that the Japanese release date? I don't think there's going to be much English in the game. I don't know why I'm going this way. But the good news is, I've played Souls games a few times, so I'm confident in my ability to... thanks. To get through. Look at this. Got our friend the Silver Greatbowman, who's normally one of the easiest characters in the game to backstab when he's not being a dick. There we go. Oh, the plunge attacks I've done on this enemy. It brings back good memories of farming them when I didn't have a weapon that killed them fast enough for my tastes, which is pretty much the case always in these games. But now that we've got a handy amount of souls and I've just ran past the way I wanted to go... Whoa. No, I didn't. My bad. Wow. The rust is real. And Londo's a great example of an area that I think was underused. A lot of potential, a lot of cool areas, and it was deceptively small. You know, it's kind of the Souls thing, isn't it, where it looks like there's going to be tons to it, and then it's tiny. And that's my biggest fear for Dark Souls 3. There's all these vistas of these amazing-looking castles, these amazing-looking, you know, ramparts and awesome intertwining kingdoms. Have you noticed how a lot of the times they're better to look at than they are to explore because they're not as cool as they look? And I want them to be just as cool as they look. I'm hoping a lot, in fact, that they're cooler than they look. Here we go, buy 2. How many do we need? I really should. No, that's it. We've got it to a pretty good amount of stuff. We can't go back for Havel. Oh, we're going to have to fat roll Ornstein and Small. I don't even think I can do that. Does this guy sell resin? I don't think he does. That's a shame. Come back soon. So, folks, I'm going to have a run at Ornstein and Small to end this video. I have absolutely no ambitions of winning, but it's going to be funny because I've never fat rolled against this boss. This is a boss where you need speed, in my opinion. Then again, I think this is a game where you need speed. The entire game, you need speed. If you have speed, you stand a good chance of winning. If you understand speed and how to apply it, you have a really good chance of winning, but I guess we'll find out. Stop it. Oh, the times and poise is an interesting statistic. So I'm going to heal when we get in the room, which is not a good idea, because if Ornstein decides to banana me, which he will, watch his stat, he's doing it already. And you notice how he clipped behind his buddy, so he's all bugged up. Watch what's going to happen here. Would you believe me if I told you I pressed roll? This is going to suck. Don't you dare. He's doing it again. Oh, I didn't even... I pressed that once, game. What the fuck? Stop it. Can I take his first hit? I don't want to one-hand here. I want to two-hand, but... I'm dead. I'm not dead. Ah! There we go. How much damage do we do you think? If you could strike his hammer, this boss would be considerably easier than it is. He's gonna jump. Oh, he didn't. Oh, and we got a poise break, which is awesome. So if we can hit him for that kind of damage, we're laughing. Look at that for epic strats. Just walk away from it. Come on, Ornstein. Sugarcoat, mate. Here he comes. Doing his Ghostbuster technique. He's just jump. Oh, look at the poise. Don't jump. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't get the roll I tried for then. Does Fat Roll lose inputs more than other rolls? I don't know. It feels like it does. This is a... Look at the distance! Oh, my friend. The times we've had together, boys. It's been a long time. Jump. Jump again. But I've got poise, so it's... Yeah, this roll's impossible, dude. Who the fuck uses this roll? Life or death. I choose life! Nice dodge. That hurt. And I'm mashing, so I've stacked an input. Which is not the worst thing you can do in that situation. Did you see that? Fuck you, you fat shit. And I would know, look at me. I'm not too sure what's happening. Stop it! I'm trying to heal, dude. I'm a legend, and legends never die. Surely you've heard this meme. It's all over the internet, thanks to Afro Man. Only Afro. That's his technical name. Only Afro, Afro Man. Afro Man, only Afro. Right. Think it's time we did some of this! Well, that knocked me down. That's a scary move. Can we do this? Oh my god, did you see that? That didn't even make any sense! Not even Brian Cox could explain that in his silky tones. Don't do that. I love what Bloodborne's done for these controls, I really do. So many inputs I'm getting I don't want. And it's my fault, it's not the game. The game is programmed in a very specific way. I'll use this pillar, bitch. Again, I'm trying to hold B to proc a run. Without actually... Did it again by mistake. Again. Look at that. This is not a good place to be. For that reason. Run. There it was. Very easy to predict this boss once you've played him a few times. Oh my god, why do I keep... Ah-ha-ha! I'm not that slow. Well, I am, and it's horrendous. Here we go. Let's do it like this. Get back to how I used to do it before I was rusty and terrible at this game. That's his poised breakpoint. He's going to do the butt stomp. I don't know if you can iframe through that technique. I want to say you can. I just don't know if you can do it with this particular roll. Sounded like it hit twice, didn't it? He's gonna jump. Oh my goodness, I had the right idea and the wrong timing. You might need some explanation there. I didn't want to roll towards him, but I somehow stacked to jump by mashing, by being a filthy casual. So I committed to it by pressing attack to get a roll attack, because you've got about 20 minutes to confirm the hit on this. Look how long it gives you, dude. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20. And then you can still fucking do it. Ridiculous. But I've got stupid life, and I've got stupid defense, and I've got stupid heals. And I'm a legend. And as you know, when I hit the dashboard, because this controller's amazing. Legends never die, folks. You may wonder too when I mentioned that this controller is a little interesting. I'm using a Battlefield 4 official controller and it's smaller than the Xbox 360 controller. Everything's kind of condensed. So when my big fat fingers go to press the middle button, to press the side buttons, I press the dash as well. It's an interesting problem to have. Coming off the PlayStation 4 controller, where you've got half a football field in the middle of it, it's really, really weird to have this issue. But we're a legend, and legends never die. How's it going, tits? She loves it.
Come hither, child.
I don't know if you just watched, but I kind of beat Ornstein and Smo with a fat roll, yes. I'm obviously the first player on the planet to ever do that, that's why I'm so amazing. Lady boobs. He's having a right sniff for her carpet, isn't he? What's he doing? Can I move? Can I go to menus? No, I can't. I can remember when you first saw that message. I can warp between bonfires. What is this madness?
And beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inherit the fire of our world. Thou shalt end this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices.
There we go, people. I need to buy the... I have the gloves. I didn't have the gloves on. Damn it. We weren't even half a legend for that fight. Is this even slower? By the way, if you're somebody who can use the fat roll, you're a god among men. That is a confusing roll for me.